So today we will discuss about the methods of purchase consideration. So first method is lump sum method. So when the transferee company agrees to pay a lump sum method, that is a fixed sum that will be transferred from the transferee to the transferor in a single payment. That is what is known as lump sum payment of purchase consideration. For example, when A company or X company is there, when they purchase the Y company and agree to pay 25 lakhs in all, it is an example for the lump sum method. So at a single payment, they will be paying directly to the uh, transferor company. So that is what is lump sum method. So second method is that net worth method or net asset method. So as per the So this is the second type of purchase consideration. So in this method, the purchase consideration is calculated by ascertaining the net worth of the transferor company. That is, the assets taken over by the transferee company from the transferor company, that assets over liabilities will be calculated and the consideration amount will be calculated from net assets minus net liabilities. So the net worth is the amount. Net asset is computed by adding all the agreed value of assets over the taken over by the transferee company minus, that is you have to deduct the value of various liabilities to be assumed by the transferee company. So we will solve some more problems in each of the method. By then you will get to know what it is actually. Okay. So the third method is, so this is what the format for purchase consideration calculation under net asset method. So first of all, you have to take all the agreed value of the assets except fictitious asset, because fictitious assets don't have any resale value. So we should not consider the fictitious asset. So except fictitious asset, all remaining agreed value of the asset should taken over, and you have to add all those amount. Then from that amount you have to deduct the liabilities of that particular concern. For example, debentures, term loans, current liabilities, all will be the liabilities. What is the agreed value of such liabilities will be taken over, then that should get deducted from the total assets. The remaining value, that is assets over liabilities, what is the remaining, that will be considered as the purchase consideration. So this is what the calculation procedure under net asset method. Next one is, that is the third method, net payment method. So under this method, what is the actual amount payable or paid to the equity shareholders, that is the owners of the company, that will be considered as the purchase consideration. So the total payment made by the purchasing company to the security holders or the shareholders, that is because they are the ultimate owners of the company. So what amount they gonna get, what amount they have received, such will be considered as the purchase consideration. But to the debenture holders, if they pay any amount, that will not be taken into consideration under net payment method. This is the only criteria we have to look into that. So the format for such thing is equity shareholders, either that can be paid at par, premium or discount, whatever it may be, to the preference shareholders, or cash if any is paid. So those things will be taken into consideration for the purchase consideration calculation. Next, if anything is paid to the preference shareholders of the vendor company in the form of equity shares or in the form of preference shares or in the form of cash, that will be taken into consideration for total purchase consideration. So this is what the thing is, what has been paid to the owners of the company, that will be treated as the net payment method consideration, that is the consideration under net payment method. So next one is intrinsic value or share exchange method. So in this method, to calculate the purchase consideration, the following measures are used. The total assets will be taken. That is what is the agreed value between them. That value will be taken minus total liabilities. So you will get the net asset value. In that net asset value, which means that is the amount which is available to the equity shareholders, right? So from that you have to divide with the number of equity shares. So that is called as intrinsic value. So next is we will solve few more problems in each method. By then you can understand what it is actually, how we have to do. Okay. So first thing is problem 1, net payment method. So balance sheet of M Limited, this is what the question. Balance sheet of M Limited shows the following on 31/3/2022. So what is the position of the M Limited? Let us see. It is 1 lakh equity shares of rupees 10 each, fully paid 10 lakh rupees. 50,000 5% preference shares of rupees 10 each, fully paid rupees 5 lakh, and 8% debentures of rupees 5 lakh. So these are the position of M Limited as of now. So what is the terms and conditions? N Limited acquires M Limited, agree to pay the following: 50,000 equity shares of rupees 10 each at the rate of rupees 12 each. So earlier it was 10 rupees each. The total equity shares is 1 lakh. From that they are agreed to pay rupees 12 each for only 50,000 equity shares. Okay, not for the entire 1 lakh shares. They have taken 50,000 equity shares, which is 10 rupees each earlier. Now they agreed to pay rupees 12 each. That is what the first condition. Second condition, 30,000 8%